Great TV's network of Tennessee stations deliver your news and weather across the state in about 10 minutes, streaming on all major platforms.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Amanda Hara at WSMV in Nashville. We've got a health alert really for the entire state that we're going to start with this morning. Hospitals are now rationing the RSV vaccine because there simply aren't enough shots to go around. So newborns and preemies are at the greatest risk here. They really need the shots to stay healthy and to stay safe. Here is the problem, though. Hospitals are being limited on how much they can order. And Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital tells us they're having to pick and choose who gets the new shot. The mother of a high-risk newborn says she called 18 different pharmacies desperate to find the vaccine for her son. Eventually, she says her pediatrician's connections paid off. There is a vaccine for expecting mothers that also gives babies protection against RSV once they're born.
The conflict on Capitol Hill seemingly turning violent yesterday as East Tennessee's Tim Burchett says former Speaker Kevin McCarthy elbowed him in the back.
And it kind of caught me off guard because it was a clean shot to the kidneys, and I turned back and there was Kevin, and I for a minute I was kind of, what the heck just happened? And then I chased after him, of course.
We asked about the incident, and former Speaker McCarthy denied it happened.
So I'm walking out. You could talk to Bruce Westerman, because I actually called him after you guys reported something. I said, did I hit somebody? Bruce Westerman and I were walking out, and I guess a reporter was interviewing Burchett or something. I guess our shoulders hit, because Burchett runs up to me after. I didn't know what he was talking about. Some reporters asked me. I did not run and hit the guy. I did not kidney punch him.
Florida Representative Matt Gaetz is now filing a formal ethics complaint against McCarthy over the accusations.
Well, a 4-year-old girl suffered catastrophic injuries when she was attacked by a dog. This happened in Rutherford County, and now her mother is facing charges. Police say the mom did not call 911 for help, that instead she called the dog's owner. The child was flown to the hospital with injuries to her trachea and to her arm. Her arm may have to be amputated now. DCS has since removed 4 children from this mother's custody. An airport officer at BNA, Nashville's airport, had the tip of his finger bitten off by a bomb-sniffing dog, and it is just the latest case uncovered by WSMV4 Investigates of an unprovoked attack at the airport by one of these dogs. In 2019, Paulina Jeskis was holding her Maltese in a carrier when she says her dog barked at one of those bomb-sniffing dogs. She says the canine lunged, and when she tried to protect her dog, she was bit. She's now the 3rd case we've documented at BNA where these bomb-sniffing dogs have attacked someone for no apparent reason. A Kentucky teacher was bit last year while just walking by one of these dogs.
It was really painful, but part of me was more in shock. I just kneeled because I was in so much pain.
Neither BNA nor the TSA, which, by the way, trains the dogs, has replied to our requests for an interview.
The 2 people accused of killing a St. Jude doctor during a robbery will be in court this morning. Marius Ward and Brandy Rucker are charged with first-degree murder. They're accused of shooting and killing St. Jude researcher Alexander Bulikov. Investigators say he died after being shot by Ward while he was fighting to protect his family. And we're pressing elected leaders about their plan to approach crime in Memphis. We heard from Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy, who says he, like many of you, saw dozens ransack gas stations over the weekend. He says his office is planning to prosecute them when they are arrested, pointing to the recent Operation Broken Bottles as an approach to growing retail thefts all across Memphis.
A kind of brazenness and lawlessness that we absolutely can't tolerate, and so when arrests are made in those cases, we'll be prosecuting them vigorously as we do every one of these cases.
Mulroy also says he's planning to meet with the CEO of Hibbett City Gear after a string of late-night burglaries. The CEO wrote a letter to Mulroy saying the crimes hitting his stores is making it hard for business.
Would you ride a train across the state? Tennessee wants to build 3 separate rail lines, and it turns out the federal government is now taking a look at the proposal. So if approved, one would be built from Nashville to Chattanooga. There would also be a line connecting Nashville to Louisville, and a third would connect between Bristol, Knoxville, and Chattanooga. Lawmakers say they're looking at how other states fund their rail systems to try to figure out how much it would cost Tennessee. All right, talking about the forecast, some changes are in store for a lot of us. First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro is here to kind of walk us through all of that, Stefano.
And we should have big changes by the end of the week, going into the weekend, and then again going into early next week. So that forecast is something you'll want to make sure you stick with us on. Temperatures will be in the 60s as we head through our afternoon. A couple of spots will make a push near 70 today, but we are still mixing clouds and sunshine. I'd watch out for a little drizzle in far southern portions of the state, but many of us will end up staying dry. More clouds mixing in tonight. Again, a pocket of drizzle, nothing overly exciting. 40s and 50s waking up tomorrow morning and headed out the door. No major problems for the morning commute. A little bit warmer. We're still in the 60s in West Tennessee through Middle and East Tennessee. We're back near, if not into the 70s. We are expecting some rain by the end of this week and going into next week. So the rain, first batch of it, will build in through Friday afternoon and Friday evening. This is not going to put down a lot of accumulation. Most of the area will get less than half an inch. That rain will taper off for the weekend, and then as we look ahead to early next week, some more widespread scattered rain showers will move in Monday. These should last into Tuesday, and that should at least help out a little bit more with the dry conditions, Amanda.
Today, the Queen of East Tennessee, Dolly Parton, is taking her new album, Rockstar, to theaters. The film will feature tracks of music videos from the album, along with an interview with Dolly and a performance of that song you just heard, 9 to 5. Also happening today, Dolly Parton is launching her own Sirius XM channel, Dolly's Rockstar Radio. The channel will feature songs from her new rock album. There will also be songs from other big names like Elton John, Stevie Nicks, and Steven Tyler. Dolly's Rockstar Radio runs through December 14th.
Well, thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning with the big stories from across the state. Have a great day.
You're watching Tennessee in 10, your news and weather across the state in about 10 minutes.